Welcome to FSPN's coverage of high school golf. We've partnered with the 305 Plus Network and the Greater Miami Athletic Conference to bring you unprecedented high school sports coverage. Download the 305 Plus Network app and get started following your favorite Miami-Dade County high school team. Today we're covering high school golf from Crandon Golf Course in Key Biscayne. It's the Immaculata LaSalle Royal Lions against the MAST Academy Makos. Let's go over the rules. It'll be 9 holes of stroke play from the blue tees, lift, clean, and place from the fairways, and the best 4 scores count. Let's meet the LaSalle Royal Lions, and they're led by their head coach, Anthony Zamzis.
Hi, my name is Lucio. I'm a freshman in LaSalle, and today we're playing our first match against MAST for FSPN.
Lucio, any shout-outs? Anybody want to give a shout-out to?
Shout out to Sandy Garcia, Francisco, Coach, to Yayo, especially shout out to Ignacio.
All right, and what's the score today? I mean, any score predictions? What do you got going? You feel good?
For me, I'm predicting 3 under. For Santi, I'm predicting a good 18 over.
All right, who's your favorite golfer? Who's your favorite pro
Rory
golfer?
McIlroy.
McIlroy?
Yeah.
All right, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right, my name is Connor Heilman. I'm a sophomore at LaSalle, and we're playing against MAST today, and I think I'm going to shoot 38.
Wow. All right, any shout-outs?
Shout out to Lucio and Santi Palau.
All right, and who's your favorite golfer?
Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, good pick. All right, good luck.
All right.
Let's meet the MAST Academy Makos. MAST Academy made the state finals last year, and their head coach is Mario Wood.
Hi, I'm Cipriano Montoya. I'm from MAST Academy. Shout out to Mr. Wood, my golf coach. And yeah, we're going to win.
Hey, who's your favorite golfer?
My favorite golfer, Rory McIlroy.
Rory, huh? All right, buddy.
Hi, my name is Bosco Marin. I'm a senior in the MAST Academy golf team. I also want to shout out our coach, Mr. Wood. And I'm a senior.
And who's your favorite golfer?
Bryson DeChambeau.
All right, any score prediction? What do you feel? You feeling good today? What do you feel like?
I don't know. I will see. Maybe 40.
Let's take a look at this picturesque opening hole here at Key Biscayne. You have to clear water on your first shot, then the hole doglegs to the left, a doglegs to the right, and your approach is to an elevated green that's guarded by 2 greenside bunkers. Our first group today from MAST Academy, it's Cipriano Montoya and Borja Friend, and from LaSalle, it's Gilberto Morales. On the tee first, it's the senior from MAST Academy, Cipriano Montoya. And Montoya hits one right in the middle of the fairway. Next up for MAST Academy, it's a junior, Borja Friend. Next on the tee, representing LaSalle, it's the freshman, Gilberto Morales. Gilberto plays a nice draw and he finds the fairway. Our first group sets off here at Crandon Golf, and we'll catch up with them a little bit later. Let's meet our second group from LaSalle. It's Francisco Pajes and Pablo Carpenter, and from MAST Academy, Inigo Friend and Jose Chahin. First on the tee for MAST Academy, it's Inigo Friend, and he's a junior. Friend puts one in the middle of the fairway.
Keep an eye on it.
Next on the tee for MAST Academy, it's Jose Chahin. And he puts one in the drink. Here's Francisco Pajes for LaSalle. And he finds the fairway here on number 1. This is Pablo Carpenter for LaSalle. Pablo finds the fairway with his shot. Here's Jose Chahin from MAST Academy with his second tee shot His first one went in the water, but this one finds the fairway. Here's a look at our third group. From LaSalle, it's Connor Heilman and Lucio Perez Alonso. And from MAST Academy, it's Alan Barra Reigenheim. Let's take a look at the sophomore for LaSalle, Connor Heilman. Connor hits one to the right side of the fairway. Next up for LaSalle, it's Lucio Perez Alonso. And Lucio puts one in play here on number one. Here's Allen on the tee, representing MAST Academy. Nice tee shot there. And our third group is underway here at Crandon Golf in Key Biscayne. Let's meet our fourth and final group. From LaSalle, it's Quinton Blanchette, Rodrigo Delamo, and Santiago Garcia Palau. And for MAST Academy, it's Bosco Marin, who's on the tee right now. Bosco hits an excellent tee shot here on number one. On the tee for LaSalle, it's Rodrigo Delamo.
Nice, Rodrigo.
Rodrigo draws one into the fairway. For LaSalle Academy, it's Santiago Garcia Palau. Santiago puts one on the right side of the fairway. And our final player in this foursome, it's Quinton Blanchette from LaSalle. And Quinton is safely aboard. Our four groups are out on the course. Let's head to number three and catch up with the first group. This is Cipriano Montoya for birdie. The senior gives it a good roll. Couple feet past the hole. Here's Borja Friend chipping from the fringe. Oh, a nice chip from Borja. Here's the sophomore, Gilberto Morales, from LaSalle with his birdie attempt. Just misses to the right. Montoya with his par putt here on the par 3, number 3 at Crandon Golf Course in Key Biscayne. He makes that one for par. We head to hole number 4. We're going to continue with the first group, and hole number 4 is the longest par 5 on this course. It's 615 yards. Your first shot has to avoid the water. The second shot has to avoid some fairway bunkers. And then a third shot is to an elevated green guarded by 2 greenside bunkers. First on the tee from MAST Academy, it's Borja Friend. Borja hits one on the left side of the fairway. On the tee now for LaSalle, it's Gilberto Morales, and he draws one into the center of the fairway. And Cipriano Montoya does the same. Let's go back to hole number 3 and catch up with our second group. And on the tee, it's Pablo Carpenter in this picturesque par 3 here at Crandon Golf. Pablo hits one a little bit short and left. Here's Francisco Pajes. And that sounded like a golf ball hitting the mangroves. Let's go back to hole number 4 with our first group. On their third shot at this par 5, it's Gilberto Morales. And Gilberto puts one on the left side of the green. He has a birdie opportunity. Here's the lefty, Cipriano Montoya from MAST. Montoya with a wedge, and he puts one a little closer on the left side of the green. Borja Friend from just off the fairway. And he hits a nice shot to the green. So all three of these players will be putting for birdie. The first up is LaSalle's Gilberto Morales from a long way, a downhill putt. It'll be moving to his right. And he leaves it about 2.5 feet away. Here's Cipriano with his birdie attempt here on number 4. Just misses to the right. He'll have an easy tap in there for par. Borja with his birdie attempt. He gives it a good roll with a nice stroke. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He leaves it a little bit short. He'll tap in for his par. And here's Morales for par here on the number 4. Oh, that one lips out. Morales will take a disappointing bogey. We head to hole number 5 here at Crandon Golf. We're going to stay with the first group, and hole number 5 is a long par 4. It's guarded on the left-hand side by some fairway bunkers. On the right-hand side is the driving range. Your approach shot is to an elevated green that's guarded by 3 greenside bunkers. First on the tee is the sophomore from LaSalle, Gilberto Morales. Gilberto puts one in the fairway. Next up from MAST Academy, it's Borja Friend. Borja hits a driver to the right side, and it just catches that fairway bunker. Here's Cipriano Montoya from MAST Academy. And Montoya also finds the bunker. Somewhere behind those palm trees is Montoya, but we're going to see Gilberto Morales' second shot here find the green on the par 4, and he'll have a birdie attempt from there. Now here's Cipriano from the fairway bunker, and he makes good contact, bounces it on the front part of the green, and rolls it up to about 15 feet. An excellent shot there by Montoya. Here's his teammate Borja from the same bunker, and Borja just falls short of the green. He'll chip that up. Borja's chip rolls out, and he leaves it to about 3.5 feet. He'll need that for par. Here's Gilberto Morales for birdie on the 5th hole. Leaves it wide, just about 2.5, 3 feet. Montoya with his birdie attempt and a chance to get back to level par. Just pushes it past the hole. He'll have a testy 2.5 footer coming back. Here's Borja with his par. And a beautiful up and down there. Gilberto with his par attempt. Oh, and that just hangs on the lip. Another disappointing bogey for Gilberto. Cipriano with his par putt. And he stays at 1 over. We head to the 6th hole with the first group, and it's a beautiful par 3. It's playing 180 yards today. You have to clear water, and the green is protected by 3 greenside bunkers. First on the tee is Cipriano Montoya from MAST Academy. Cipriano puts one to the right side of the green. He'll have a long birdie putt. Here's Borja Friend. Borja's put together a nice round. He's just 1 over. And that one looks like a good shot. And it finds the green. He'll have about 15 to 20 feet for birdie. Here's Gilberto Morales. the LaSalle sophomore finds that front bunker. Here's Morales from the bunker on number 6. He'll have that left for par. And look at Coach T doing some maintenance. Here's Cipriano for a chance to get to level par once again. Not a bad lag putt from there. He taps in for his par. And here's Borja with his birdie attempt. Borja leaves that about 2 feet short of the hole. Gilberto's par attempt sails past the hole. Borja with 2.5 feet for par. Here's Morales, and he sinks his. And we head to the picturesque hole number 7. It's a par 4, 415 yard. It doglegs to the right. You have to clear water and shoot into a pretty big green that's guarded by 2 greenside bunkers. We stay with our first group. And first on the tee is the lefty, Cipriano Montoya. Montoya puts one in the middle of the fairway. Here's his teammate, Borja. Borja puts one in the center of the fairway as well. LaSalle's Gilberto Morales. And he uses his driver to get to the middle of the fairway. Here's Cipriano with his approach shot on the picturesque number 7. Bounces just short of the green. And it rolls into that left greenside bunker. Here's Morales with his shot. And that one finds the lagoon. Borja with his approach shot. Over the pin. And just manages to keep it on the backside of the green. Here's Gilberto's 4th shot. He puts that one into the bunker. Morales able to get it on the green. Here's Montoya from the sand trap. A nice shot. He'll have about 3 feet for his par. Meanwhile, here's Borja with a birdie attempt. We'll have another 4.5, 5 feet for par. Here's Morales with his putt. Just rolls it a couple feet past the hole. This for par. Oh, and he just leaves that one on the lip. Borja can't believe it. He's giving it some time. Maybe it'll drop in. He eventually taps in for a disappointing bogey here on number 7. This is a par putt and a sand save for Cipriano. And he gets it to go. And Morales makes his 3-footer. We head to the par 3, number 8 here at Crandon. And this is a 144-yard par 3 to a very, very elevated green. We'll stay with the first group. And Borja Friend is on the tee. And he's 2 over for today's round. Nice shot just past the pin. It'll hold the green. He'll have a putt for birdie. On the tee is Montoya. And he's 1 over for today's round. And Montoya is on the green. He'll have a look at birdie. Here's Morales from LaSalle. And Gilberto's on the green. All three of our players will have a birdie attempt. The first up is Cipriano Montoya, and he's had several chances to get back to even par. Let's see if he can do it here on number 8. And he sinks it.
There's a birdie.
Montoya with a birdie. Here's MAST Academy's Borja Friend with his birdie attempt. Just past the hole. They'll have about 2.5 feet for par. Here's Gilberto with his birdie attempt. He leaves that one short and left. He'll tap in for a par here on the number 8 hole. This is Borja with his par attempt here on number 8, and he's doing the mosquito shuffle. And he sinks that one. We head to hole number 9. We'll stay with our first group as we head to the final hole here at Crandon. Hole number 9 is a par 4, 370 yards. Mangroves all along the left side. A fairway bunker on the right protects the fairway. And then you shoot to an elevated green that's guarded by 4 greenside bunkers. First on the tee is Borja Friend. Borja pushes one to the right, just off the fairway. Next up is Cipriano Montoya. And he finds the center of the fairway. Here's Gilberto Morales from LaSalle. Gilberto draws one over to the left side of the fairway, maybe just off the fairway. And here's some friends at Crandon, the Raccoon. Here's Gilberto from the left side of the fairway with his approach. And he puts it into the greenside bunker. Cipriano with his second shot here on number 9. And a beautiful shot to about 15 feet. He'll have that for par. Borja from the right side with a good angle at the pin. Just past, and it rolls off. And he'll have that chip coming back. Here's Gilberto from the green side bunker for LaSalle. And he gets it out. He'll have a par attempt. Borja with his chip. And he leaves that one about 2 feet past the hole. Cipriano Montoya, he's even par. This for birdie and a chance to go 1 under. And he sinks it. A 1 under 34 here at Crandon, and that's your leader from MAST Academy. Here's Gilberto for par. He just pushes it past the hole. Gilberto will tap in. Here's Borja for his par attempt on the final hole. Another disappointing putt for Borja. He can't believe it. He taps in for bogey. And our first group has completed 9 holes of play. Cipriano Montoya shot 1 under 35. Borja Friend +3, a 38. And Gilberto Morales +7, a 42. Let's go back and check on our third group. And it's Luciano on the par 3, number 8, with a long birdie attempt. And a nice putt from there. Luciano will have about a foot left. Here's Connor, and he leaves that one about 1.5 feet short. Connor taps it in for bogey. Here's Allen with a putt on number 8. Allen will tap that one in. And we head to hole number 9. We catch up with the second group. And here's Francisco Pajes with his chip on number 9. Here's Friend from just off the green. He almost makes that one. His friend for par on number 9. And his teammate from MAST, Jose Chahine. His par attempt. Jose will tap in for bogey here on number 9. And here's Francisco Pajes. And he sinks his last putt on the final hole. Pablo Carpenter for bogey. He just misses that one. A tap in for Pablo. Some handshakes from this group. The second group. And let's catch up with our third group. Connor from the fairway. And that one falls into the green side bunker. Here's Lucio from just off the green with his third shot. And he leaves it just about 2.5 feet. He'll need that for par. Here's Alan from the bunker. He gets out with some spin. He'll have about 5 feet. And Connor with an excellent bunker shot. Lucio makes his par putt. He finishes strong here at Crandon. Connor will tap this in to complete his round. Allen with a par putt here on the final hole. Pushes that one past the hole a couple feet. So this is for bogey. Oh, and that one just lips out. Allen will tap in. The third group will shake hands. Always a good time here at Crandon Golf. Our fourth and final group is on hole number 9. And we're going to bring it home with Quentin Blanchett and his second shot here on number 9. He leaves that one just short of the green. Here's Santi from the left side of the fairway on his approach shot. Santi leaves that one in the green side bunker. From MAST Academy, here's Bosco Marin with his third shot here on number 9. Bosco gets it on the green. Quinty chipping up and chipping in. Quentin Blanchett saves par with a chip in here on number 9 for LaSalle. Here's Rodrigo Delamo chipping up for LaSalle. Rodrigo with a putt. Just misses. He'll tap that one in. Santi with about a 5.5 footer. Just misses that one. He'll clean that up for par. And after Bosco Marin makes his putt, that will conclude our coverage here. I want to thank everybody. Please subscribe. Thank you 305 Plus Network. Thank you GMAC. Thank you LaSalle and MAST. MAST walked away with this one. Special thank you to everyone who put this event together. MAST Academy, LaSalle, Coach Mario Wood, Coach Anthony, Javier Perez at GMAC. Thank you to Crandon Golf Course in the village of Key Biscayne, the GMAC, the 305 Plus Network, and of course, our title sponsor, Adidas.